Ever wondered what happens during the 2-week wait after ovulation, or when's the best time to take a pregnancy test? This period, known as the 2-week wait, is a crucial time in any potential pregnancy journey. It's filled with anticipation, hope, and a whirlwind of emotions. During this time, your body may be preparing for one of life's most thrilling adventures. In the next few minutes, we'll journey through each day of the 2-week wait, discussing what you might experience. Day 1 after ovulation, or 1DPO, is the beginning of an exciting journey. As you step into the first week of the 2-week wait, your body might start showing subtle signs that something is brewing. From day 1 to day 7, your body is a whirlwind of hormonal changes. These hormones, especially progesterone, are busy preparing your body for a potential pregnancy. You might feel a bit bloated or experience tender breasts, and these are just your hormones doing their job. If you feel a twinge of discomfort or mild cramping, don't be alarmed. This is just your body prepping for the possibility of a baby. Now, around this time, you might also notice an increase in your basal body temperature. This is due to the rise in progesterone levels, and it's a good sign that ovulation has indeed occurred. But remember, everyone's body is different, and you might not experience this temperature shift. As we move into the middle of the week, you might start to notice changes in your mood. One moment you're up, the next you're down. Again, this is all part of the hormonal roller coaster that is the 2-week wait. By day 7, your fertilized egg is slowly making its way down the fallopian tube. You might not feel anything different, but rest assured, your body is hard at work. Some people might experience what's known as implantation spotting around this time, but it's not a given. This journey is filled with anticipation and a myriad of emotions. It's perfectly normal to feel a mix of excitement, anxiety, and hope. But remember, it's also okay to not feel anything at all. This journey is as unique as you are, and there's no right or wrong way to experience it. Remember, everyone's body is unique, and you might experience different symptoms, or none at all, and that's completely normal. Around day 6 to 12, something magical might happen: implantation. Now let's dive into what exactly this means. Implantation is the process where a fertilized egg, or blastocyst, burrows into the lining of your uterus and begins to grow into a baby. It's a pivotal moment in the early stages of pregnancy, marking the point where you officially become pregnant. But how can you tell if implantation has taken place? Well, some women might experience what's known as implantation bleeding. This is a light spotting that can occur when the egg attaches itself to the uterus. It's usually lighter in color than your normal menstrual blood and doesn't last as long. It might even be so light that you don't notice it at all. Another sign that implantation may have occurred is a slight increase in basal body temperature. You see, after the egg is released during ovulation, your body's temperature slightly increases. If the egg is fertilized and implants itself into the uterus, this elevated temperature can continue for a few more days. So, keeping a close eye on your basal body temperature can provide a clue about whether implantation has happened. A few other potential signs of implantation include mild cramping, similar to menstrual cramps, and changes in your cervical mucus, which may become creamier and stickier. However, it's important to remember that these symptoms can also be caused by other factors, and not every woman will experience them. Lastly, it's worth mentioning that while these signs can indicate implantation, they're not definitive proof of pregnancy. They're simply potential indicators that something is happening in your body. The only surefire way to confirm a pregnancy is through a pregnancy test, which we'll discuss more in a later scene. If you're noticing these signs, it could be a sign that implantation has occurred, but remember, not everyone experiences these symptoms. So while it's easy to get caught up in every little change in your body, it's also essential to remember that every woman's experience is unique. Keep in mind, your journey is your own, and it's unfolding exactly as it should. As we enter the second week of the wait, anticipation might be building. This stage, from day 8 to day 14, is often filled with a whirlwind of emotions and physical changes. You might find yourself on a roller coaster ride of hope, anxiety, excitement, and impatience. But remember, this is entirely normal, and you're not alone on this journey. Now, let's talk about some of the physical symptoms you might start noticing. One of the first things that may strike you is a heightened sense of smell. Suddenly, you might find that your favorite perfume is too strong, or the smell of your morning coffee is overwhelming. This is due to the hormonal changes your body is going through, and it's one of the early signs of pregnancy. Fatigue is another common symptom during this period. You may feel unusually tired or sleepy. This is because your body is working overtime to prepare for the possible arrival of a little one. It's your body's way of telling you to slow down and take care of yourself, so don't hesitate to take that power nap or go to bed early. You might also notice an increase in the frequency of urination. This is because the blood flow to your kidneys increases during early pregnancy, leading to more fluid processing and consequently more trips to the bathroom. And of course, there are those infamous food cravings or aversions. One day you might find yourself craving pickles and ice cream, and the next day, the thought of your favorite food might make you feel queasy. Remember, these symptoms can vary widely from person to person. Some may experience a few or all of these, while others may not notice any significant changes at all. Experiencing or not experiencing these symptoms doesn't determine the outcome of your 2-week wait. The key is to listen to your body, take care of yourself, and maintain a positive outlook. Again, these symptoms can vary widely, and experiencing or not experiencing them doesn't determine the outcome of your 2-week wait. Finally, the question on everyone's mind: when should you take a pregnancy test? Well, let's dive into it, shall we? The crucial factor to consider is timing. The human chorionic gonadotropin, or HCG for short, is the hormone that pregnancy tests detect. It starts to be produced in the body after the fertilized egg attaches to the uterine lining, a process known as implantation. So when is the best time to take a pregnancy test? Generally, it's advisable to wait until the first day of your missed period. By this time, the HCG levels in your body should be high enough to be detected by a pregnancy test, leading to an accurate result. If your cycles are irregular, aim to wait for about 3 weeks after unprotected sex. However, we understand the anticipation can be overwhelming. You may be tempted to test earlier, but here's why it's not advisable. If you test too early, the HCG levels in your body may not be detectable yet, even if you're pregnant. This could lead to a false negative result, causing unnecessary stress or confusion. Now let's talk about the types of pregnancy tests available. There are mainly 2 types: urine tests and blood tests. Urine tests are the ones you can do at home. They are easy to use and give results quickly. On the other hand, blood tests are done in a doctor's office. They can detect pregnancy earlier than urine tests, but the results take longer. So which one should you choose? It depends on your personal preference. If you want quick results in the comfort of your home, a urine test would be your go-to. But if you prefer to have a healthcare professional involved and don't mind waiting a bit longer for the results, a blood test might be the better option for you. Remember, everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another, so listen to your body and do what feels right for you. Patience is key here, as testing too early could lead to inaccurate results. So, we've walked through the 2-week wait, day by day. We've sailed through the seas of anticipation, from the shores of day 1 right up to the moment of truth. We've discussed the signs and sensations you might experience during this time, the mild twinges, the possible implantation signs, and the anticipation that grows with each passing day. We've shed light on the subtle yet significant transformations your body might be going through, and how to navigate the quandary of when to take a pregnancy test. Remember, the optimal time is generally a few days after your missed period, but it's not a hard and fast rule. But here's the thing. Just as no 2 snowflakes are alike, no 2 experiences of the 2-week wait are identical. You may feel a symphony of symptoms or nothing at all, and both are perfectly normal. It's okay to feel uncertain, to feel anxious. It's okay to have questions, to seek reassurance. Navigating the 2-week wait is a journey of patience, of hope, of self-care. It's a time to listen to your body, to trust in its wisdom. It's a time to be gentle with yourself, to surround yourself with positivity. Remember, this journey is unique to you. Take a deep breath, be patient and kind to yourself, and of course, If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and follow for more content like this.